hello. It's good to see you. Today, we're going to take a look at all kinds of stuff from Aldi. I just went to the store, and we have a beach trip coming up soon, and I like to go ahead and start to obtain snack stuff to take. A little bit here, a little bit there before we go on our trip. So, you know, we don't really go out to eat a whole lot. I like to rent a place where we can cook there at the condo or whatever we rent. So I try to take food there. Fortunately, the beach we're going to, there's actually an Aldi not too far away. So I think they just built it not too long ago. So it was really nice to find out that we're now going to have an Aldi nearby, and that's going to be wonderful. But I did pick up a few things. I saw some things I wanted to try snack-wise. So I picked up some stuff like that, and then just some regulars, you know, just stuff for here at home. And now, normally I start with the crinkly things. And I do have some crinkly things to show you. But before I do, I have to show you this paper towel holder. Now, they have these currently at Aldi in the aisle of shame, which is what a lot of people call it. It's like this aisle where they don't have food, they just have seasonal stuff, things that they only have for a limited time. Right now, they have this paper towel holder, and I bought one, and it looks like this. It looks so simple, but I absolutely adore this paper towel holder. Now, it has a weighted base to it. It's stainless steel. It has this little bit that comes up here. Your paper towel tears off perfectly every time. It said that on the package, something like a perfect tear every time. I said, oh please, because the one I had before was sort of similar to this, but I hated it because you could never tear the paper towel properly. You would have to hold it and pull it that way. You don't have to do that with this one. So it has this piece at the top that you unscrew right here. Right here. So you have this little piece here, and that's if you want to change out your roll. You take that off to swap your roll out. So you would take it off, and it looks like this. But so it's a very simple design. It is quite heavy, which is nice. It's not, and it has this padding on the bottom. It has like foam padding on the bottom of it, so it's not going to damage your countertop, which is nice. It's a super simple design. You just take your paper towels, pop it on there. You see that we do have these little metal pieces here that hold. It provides tension on the inside of that towel roll there, and it's going to hold it in place so it's not going to shift around. It's wide enough, but it's also flexible enough to where you can fit the paper towel roll right over it, and it's going to hold it nice and steady. I think this is one of my favorite things that I found on the Isle of Shame. You just put your paper towels on, and then again, this part's going to stick up. You just take that, screw it back in there, like that. And when you pull it, makes a little clicking sound. But it holds it nice and firm so that when you go to tear your paper towel, it tears like it's supposed to. You don't have to hold the roll to tear it. You just tear it. I love this thing. I do. It has replaced my old one, and I'm extremely happy with it. So I had to show you that before we got into anything else. Okay. So now, how much did I spend? Well, let's see. I was a big spender this time. I spent $112.50 on my purchases. And so we're going to start with the crinkly stuff because a lot of people don't like to hear a bunch of loud crinkles later on in the video. It's kind of disturbing. I understand that. I picked up some snacks. Now these, I don't think they have these all the time. I found Clancy's salt and vinegar flavored potato chips. It says they're tantalizingly tart. My older son asked me to pick up some salt and vinegar chips, and I found these on the end of an aisle next to the specially selected fancy Aldi stuff. They had these salt and vinegar chips. Now this is a 9.5 ounce bag. And it is Clancy's, which is an Aldi brand that you're going to see on a lot of snacks and chips and things like that. I haven't tried them yet. I don't know if they're any good. We're going to take these to the beach and try them there. But I don't really know that you can screw up salt and vinegar chips. I have to tell you though, oh my goodness, Ritz makes these chips. And they're not like a Ritz cracker. I'll have to show them to you. Now we have pretty much demolished this bag, but these are Ritz Crisp and Thins salt and vinegar. They're so good. They're too good. These things are too good. You will eat the whole bag without realizing it. But they're light and crispy. They're not like Ritz crackers really. They're thin, like thin, crisp and thins. That's literally what they are. Oh, they're wonderful. I found these at Aldi, but of course, it's a brand name from Nabisco. So you will see these in other stores. They are so good. They have other flavors too, but I really enjoy these. These are fantastic. They're too good. They're too good. Now here's another item that they don't have all the time, but it looked tasty to me. Now this is another item from Clancy's. These are little kettle chips. Lattice cut, aged cheddar and black pepper flavored kettle chips. I think they also had some that were like garlic flavor. Garlic and something, maybe sea salt. I'm not sure. I know it had garlic flavor. I decided I wanted to try the aged cheddar and black pepper chips. Gluten-free. This is a 7-ounce bag. I like the pretty design. Look, it looks like wallpaper. Kind of a brownish color. And then you have this lighter brown color for the design. If you look down here, this is an Aldi brand. So Clancy's is something that Aldi produces. You see this little blue circle down here? This is the great thing about Aldi products. You don't really have to worry about it. I mean, if you want to try a product, they have the twice as nice guarantee, which is really great. If you try an item, like say I tried these chips and I thought they were terrible, like they taste like asphalt or something, I could take these back with your receipt, so I just hang on to that receipt if I wanted to. I could take these back, and not only would they give me the money back for these chips, they would also give me a comparable item for free. And that's why they call it the Aldi Twice as Nice Guarantee. It's twice as nice, so not only do you get your money back, they're going to give you a comparable item at no extra charge. So that's really wonderful. So you can try their products with confidence and know that if you don't like them, you're not out. We're not really out anything except a little bit of time, I suppose. And most products you're going to see have these giant barcodes. Ooh, it doesn't meet up right there. Isn't that awful? Isn't that awful? I have a dress like that at the seam, it has the chevron stripes. They don't match up. It bugs me every time I look at it. Fortunately, it's in the back, so I only see it when I put it on, but it really, like, how hard is it to match it up? And then they have another big barcode down here. And typically, you're not going to see one on the front because they don't want to spoil the front-facing presentation with the big old barcode, but it does kind of lap around on the side a little bit, as you can see there. So these are lattice cut kettle chips, and they look like they would be good. I don't know. Would I return these if I didn't like them? Honestly, probably not. I wouldn't really worry about it, but you could if you wanted to. It would be really good, especially if you bought something that was more expensive. Like say you bought one of their bags of premium dog food and your dog didn't like it, or they had a problem with it or something. I mean, some of those bags can be kind of expensive. You could take that bag and get your money back and get a comparable item for free. So it's just a good thing to know. A lot of people are not aware of that policy. Lidl also has another policy like that. So it's just a good thing to know. So more chips. We kind of go through spells of, we go through there's like a chip cycle in this house where it seems like we like them and then we all sort of simultaneously get tired of them and we don't eat them for a while. It's interesting. I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's something everybody goes through, but we take it in spells. And then this was an item that I hadn't seen there before. This was in part of their seasonal food section. where they just kind of rotate things in and out. I do not believe this is not, this is not an Aldi brand. It's from I don't know, HERR Foods in Pennsylvania. So, yeah, this is not an Aldi brand, but it looked interesting. Good Natured selects vegetables, crispy potato / veggie snacks, spinach, carrots, and tomatoes. I'm not saying it's a health food. It just looked like it might be tasty. Non-GMO, gluten-free, made with real vegetables. They look kind of like bugles, but I guess they're going to be different flavors since you have different vegetables here. I don't know. It just looked interesting. That looks like a little face, like 2 eyes and a mouth. It's like he looks terrified. This is just a little 4.5 ounce bag of these little things here. Just another. This is a beach snack, I think. And also on the drive down, I will have a snack bag in the car, so we don't have to stop so often for snacks. Like, just look in the snack bag and get something out of there. So we have these little vegetables, these little triangles. They're kind of puffy, and they just look like bugles kind of to me, but I don't think you can stick them on your finger. Little crispy snacks. So I guess they're kind of like veggie straws. I don't like the word veggie. It just bothers me. It might be kind of like that. I don't know. And this is definitely going in the car snack bag, because I always take some goldfish in the car when we take a trip like that. It's going to be a ways. It's going to be several hours that we're in the car. So now these are made by Pepperidge Farm, but you can get them at Aldi. They have the flavor blasted kind, which these are with extra. It's just extra powder. I don't like it, but the kids do. Or you could get the regular kind. This is an 11 ounce bag, and it is resealable. So you just pull this top part off here, this bit, and then there's a resealable section here, like a little zipper seal. So you can just seal it up, which is really nice, because then you don't have to put them in a separate container. Happy little goldfish. So these are definitely going in the car snack bag. They will probably all be eaten before we get to the beach. I also picked this up. This is Lacura. I don't know how you say it. Lacura. This is an Aldi brand here. Face Care Makeup Removing Cleansing Towelettes. You cannot flush these, but they also have the twice as nice guarantee on them. Sometimes it's a little black circle. I think it depends on the color of the packaging. You can see this is kind of blue. So I guess they wanted it to stand out a little bit more. This part here peels back. There's a little tab. It's clear. You pull it back, and then it turns this package into a dispenser. And you can just pull the wipes out one at a time. Removes long-lasting makeup, including waterproof mascara. Dermatologist approved, ophthalmologically tested, alcohol and oil free. Very nice. I think I've tried these in the past, but if I did, it was a while ago. So I thought I would grab some of these to take with me to the beach. That way I don't have to worry about the bottle of the makeup remover and everything. So I can just throw this in my suitcase and have that with me. It's going to be our only vacation of the year, and it's not going to be very long, so we have to make the best of it. It's short. It's not going to be very long at all. What else is crinkly? We like to make little pizzas here, and they have these mini pizza crusts at Aldi, and these things are so good. You get 3 in here, like 1, 2, 3. And you also get 3 little sauce packets, which is wonderful, because I never have any pizza sauce handy. I never think to buy the sauce. But these come with 3 little sauce packets, and it's just enough to cover these mini pizzas. Now these are the original crust. They rise a little bit in the oven, not a lot. They don't really get very deep or anything, so they're not super thick crusts. They puff up a little bit, but not a whole lot. So we got those, and they also have the same thing, but as a thin crust. And you can see These are definitely thinner. They look like flour tortillas or something. But they're pizza crust, and they don't really rise at all. But these also come with 3 sauce packets. They're like this big, you know. They're small, but you can definitely make it work for these pizza crusts. And I'm taking my chances with apples again. I ran through a period of time at Aldi where it seemed like every time I bought apples there, they would be good for about a day or two, and then they were all bad. Like they would all be rotten within a day or two. So I stopped buying apples there for a while. I started buying them at Lidl because I just had better luck with their apples. But I take apples with me to work every day. I pack my lunch for work every day, and I always take at least 1 apple. If they're kind of small, I'll take 2. These are a little bit larger than the last ones I got. I bought apples at Lidl last week, and they were all kind of little, so I would take 2 every day. These are Gala apples, and they look good, and that's what I've run into in the past. When you buy them, they look fine, but then within 48 hours, they're all rotten. So this is a 3-pound bag of apples. They weren't much. I think they were like $3.27 for this bag, which is not bad at all. I don't mind that a bit. I just hope they don't go bad really fast. It happened several times in a row, so I just quit buying apples there for a while. But we'll try them. And then I have bread. Oh my goodness, I have a bunch of bread over here. I have to get to it first. Now, why am I buying dog treats? My dad just adopted a dog from the local shelter. She is so adorable. This is Rosie. This is my dad's new dog. So Rosie is little. I think she's going to get larger. Not quite sure what kind of dog she is. I think there's some Jack Russell Terrier in there. I don't know what else. I don't know. She's the greatest dog though. She's so sweet. I got to meet her yesterday for the first time. She's very sweet. But I picked up some little churro dog treats. I don't know if she could have these yet or not. Probably. I mean, she's good. So I decided to pick up these little heart to tail, pure being, grain-free little treats. They're gluten-free, lactose-free cheese snacks. 100% natural, soft, chewy density, easily digestible for dogs of all sizes. No artificial colors or flavors, no corn, wheat, or soy. So I just thought I would get a few little things to give to my dad for his little dog, Rosie. So I picked up these little dog treats for her when I was just browsing around the store. I thought we should get something for her. She has tons of toys already, so she doesn't really need any more toys, but I thought I'd get her a snack. This is not for Rosie. This is for us. These are pepperonis from Mama Kotze's. These are the pepperoni, the original pepperoni. They also have turkey pepperoni, but the turkey pepperoni it's more than doubled in price in the last 6 months. It is so expensive now, so I just get the regular ones. Now you do have to refrigerate these after you open them, and a lot of people aren't aware of that. If you leave them sitting out, they'll go bad if you've opened them. These have not been opened yet. So you rip off this top part here, it's perforated, and then you have a zipper seal to keep it sealed, but you do have to put them in the refrigerator after you open them up. So that is our original pepperoni. And that is not for the dog. And we have our bread. The first thing we have here is a bag of blueberry bagels. My older son loves these. They are pre-sliced. These are made by Lovin' Fresh. That is an Aldi brand, and for their breads, you're going to see that name pretty much on all of their bread. Not all of it, but most of it. So it sounds like Loving Fresh, but it's L' oven, Lovin' Fresh. These are pre-sliced bagels, and you get 6 big bagels in here. And they're blueberry flavored, naturally and artificially flavored. They also have that lovely little twice as nice guarantee. Personally, I like Lidl's bagels better, but my son likes these better, so I get these for him. The seal of it's kept closed by the little plastic bit here. I do love this blue on the bag. Look at that pretty Carolina blue border on there. It looks really pretty with that dark brown stripe. It's a gorgeous blue. I do love it. And all of their bread packaging has a different color scheme to it. So this one has the light blue, but they all pretty much have that brown border. Now we do have other bread from Aldi that is not Love and Fresh. This is an example of that. Now I love this bread. My kids think it looks gross. They won't even try it. It's covered in seeds. Look at that. This is thin sliced seed-tastic from Simply Nature. Now Simply Nature is another Aldi brand, and it's also organic, non-GMO and all that jazz. You can also get this bread in a larger size that's sliced a little bit thicker. I like the smaller pieces better. Jam-packed with seeds. It has all different kinds of seeds in it. Yeah, I think it's lovely. I really enjoy this bread. It's great for everything. You can make toast with it, sandwiches. I just eat it as it is sometimes. It's just really yummy. This is a 20.4 ounce loaf of bread. It's pretty dense. And before I ever tried it, I was afraid it would be dry. It's not dry at all. It's really good. It's just perfect. It's not dry. I was afraid it would be. To me, it just looked like it would be dry. It's not at all. Not at all. And we're going to have hot dogs this week. I have hamburger buns already. We're going to have hamburgers too. But I already had the hamburger buns, but I did not have any hot dog buns. Now, I do have some other food that I bought, but it's in the refrigerator, and we're not going to be looking at it. Like I bought some ground beef and I bought some salad stuff, and I have hot dogs in there, and so we're not worried about that. We're just going to leave that in there. But I got more than just what I'm showing you here. So this again is from Love and Fresh. See that? But we have red instead of that light blue for the hot dog buns. You get 8 hot dog buns. These used to be 50 cents per pack. They are now $1.05. But it's still pretty reasonable compared to most grocery stores. And you see they have that red on this border up here. But they maintain that dark brown stripe. And it's held together with a twist tie. Their hot dog buns are fine. I'm not super picky, and my kids aren't either when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, they're all kind of the same. So this is a new bread that they have at Aldi, and I love it. It's so good. They run out of it sometimes, but they had some this time. This is from Love and Fresh right here. 40 calories per slice. This is a wheat bread right here. 12 grams of net carbs, 7 grams of fiber per 2 slice serving. This is the best bread. It's so good. It's sliced thinner, a little thinner than your standard piece of sliced bread, but it's really good. I use these to make sandwiches to take to work. And look at the border up here. I haven't seen this on any of the other bread. It's white, and that dark brown stripe in the middle is lighter. But they still have the LF logo on it. It's really good. If you're looking for a lower calorie bread that still has a good amount of fiber in it, if you have an Aldi near you, I would definitely look for this 40 calorie bread. It's surprisingly good. It's wonderful. I'll make a little sandwich to take with me to work every day, and it's really good. And it's surprisingly filling as well. I like it. And then, of course, we cannot look at all these stuff without taking a look at our Love and Fresh classic white bread. Now, in my Aldi, this bread is still only 50 cents. They did away with it for a little while, and they had just oven fresh, and it was not great. Now, I will say, something about this bread has changed since they brought it back. You know, it went away for a little while, and they lost that loving feeling, and it just became oven fresh, and it had just this generic picture on it. When it came back, it tasted different, and I'm not the only one who thinks so. My kids said the same. Like, there's something different about this bread. It's still okay, but it's I don't know. The texture is different. Something, it's like spongy. Mainly what we use this bread for is grilled cheese. It holds up really well for French toast and grilled cheese, and if you want to toast it, it's okay, but it's not. It has changed. It has definitely changed. But they still put it in this nice thick plastic. It has that beautiful dark blue. Look at that. And a dark brown stripe. Oh, I just love that blue. Is so pretty. It's like there's just this beautiful dark blue. And you can really see it down here. They have it here. It's gorgeous. It's still 20 ounces. And this loaf is still only 50 cents at my Aldi. It's not, I mean, every Aldi is going to have different prices. I'm curious to see what the Aldi at the beach, what their prices are going to be. So we'll find out. I can't make videos in Aldi. I was told that is not allowed, so I don't do it. Except that one time we went in there to look at that $25 candle, and it was a short clip, and I just did it because I wasn't paying $25 for that candle. I just wanted to show it to you. But I was told not to make video in Aldi, so I don't. Except that one time with the candle because it was $25. So this is 50 cents, and it's not bad. I mean, it's okay. It's just not, it's a little more spongy than it used to be. So that, I think, is all of the crinkly stuff. We had a lot of crinkly stuff this time. Now this is a favorite here. Savorites. These are wonderful. They're like Ritz crackers, but to me, I think they've changed the recipe of Ritz, the brand name Ritz crackers, and they're just not as good as they were. These to me taste like the way Ritz crackers used to taste. They're very light and flaky, you know, and something about, to me, the regular Ritz tastes like they've changed. But if you get these golden round crackers from Savorites, they taste just like Ritz crackers used to taste, and they're very yummy. You get 4 sleeves. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sleeves of crackers in here. And they look just like Ritz crackers, as you can see, but they are less expensive. They actually do have a little barcode up here. And on the side, I guess this is the front. There's no barcode there, but there's one here, here, one up there. So it makes it very easy for them to scan everything. Now, if you've never been to Aldi before, it can be a bit of a shock. It's a bit of an experience. I know my first trip to Aldi was disastrous. The first time I ever went, my kids were very small. My younger son was barely walking, and I didn't know what kind of store it was. And I went in there, and I didn't have a quarter, and I was blown away by the prices. I couldn't believe how cheap everything was. But I couldn't get a cart because I didn't have a quarter with me. And so we were just picking up things and trying to carry it, and I made the mistake of giving my then 5-year-old son a gallon of milk to hold, and it had condensation on it, and he dropped it, and it hit the floor, and a gallon of milk went everywhere, and I felt so terrible. The employees were really nice about it. They were very kind, and I offered to clean it up, and they said, no, don't worry about it, you know. And I felt so bad that we didn't go back there for a long time. We didn't go back there for over a year. But at that point, we only had one Aldi in town. I think we now have at least 4. And we have 2 Lidls now. But at that time, they were pretty far from where I lived anyway, so it wasn't really convenient for me to go there. But I'd driven by there several times, and I didn't know what kind of store it was. I wasn't really sure. I'd never heard of it. This was over 10 years ago. And so I just went in there to check it out, and I was really impressed. I just felt bad that we dropped that gallon of milk. But when you go in there, you bag your own groceries, which in this part of the country, not every store makes you do that. But they do there, and they're going to ring you up very fast. They have to ring up, things at a certain speed. They're monitored for that kind of thing. They don't have time for your foolishness. They're not going to chit-chat with you a whole lot. They're going to have you rung up and out of there before you even know what's happening. So you have to be Johnny on the spot with your payment, and you got to be ready to boogie when they get you done. But it all calms down once you pay and you get away from the register. They have this long table in there, and you can stroll over to the table and you can bag your items at your leisure, and you can do it the way you want to do it. It's really actually kind of peaceful after you get away from the register. But it's a very fast process. They will get you out of there in a hurry. But this is just one example of a snack item from Savor It's, which is an Aldi brand. And it doesn't just say Ritz because it's like Ritz crackers. That's actually one of their little brand name things. And they have different versions of different types of cookies and crackers and things like that. Now this is something I found that I like. Now they have this over on the aisle with soup and I don't know, macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. This is from Brookdale, which is an Aldi brand. Ready to eat chicken salad with crackers. That's actually pretty good. Personally, I like to stick it in the refrigerator before I open it, but it has an easy peel lid and it comes with these little crackers. And it's a nice little snack. It's 140 calories and it's pretty good. I like these. So these are like $1.65 and I like to keep just a couple of these in my desk drawer at work. Another item that Brookdale makes is chili, and they have cans of chili with beans and without. This is the kind without. This is delicious. This I think is one of the best canned chilies I've ever tried. It is wonderful. Now it does not have a pop top on it, so you do need a can opener to open it. It's delicious. Now, I've never tried the kind with beans because I don't like chili with beans in it, but I love this kind right here. It's good on hot dogs. Really anything. What I like to do with it is just heat it up and put some cheddar cheese on the top and let it melt, kind of mix it in, and then crumble some crackers and just mix it in. It's so good. It is so delicious. It's just, I mean, that's like a whole meal right there. No preservatives added. So this is a little 15-ounce can of original chili with no beans from Brookdale. And I really like it. And then, oh, this is so good. I'm so glad they started carrying this with their regular stock. It used to be you could only get this at certain times of the year when they brought in all their German stuff. This is imported from Germany. It is a harvest potato soup from Deutsche Küche. I'm butchering that, I'm sorry. I don't speak any German. It's a thick and creamy soup accented with subtle flavors of potatoes, carrots, and leeks. So good. It's almost like, it almost has this consistency of slightly watery mashed potatoes. It's so good though. It is so good. And it does have a pop top on it. There's a lot in here. I mean, you get a big old bowl of soup out of this. And it's good. I don't add anything to it. I eat it just like this. I might put a few crackers in it. Oh, it's so good. I love this stuff. It's a little hot for this right now, but I like to keep a few cans in the cabinet just in case I want something to eat, you know. But if you think about it, okay, there are about 3 servings in this container. This is a total of about 300 calories. That's about the same as one of those bagels over there, which is why I quit eating bagels because I was eating a lot of them. But that's about the same number of calories as that bagel over there. That's just crazy. And tuna. This is from Northern Catch, and that is an Aldi brand. You can see the little circle, little blue, twice as nice guarantee there. Now, personally, I don't like tuna. I don't really like any fish or seafood. I like fried salmon patties the way I make them, but I hate tuna. I can't stand it. And my older son loves tuna, though. He loves it. So I picked him up a few cans of this Chunk Light tuna. He likes the kind in water. So I got the Chunk Light tuna in water, and he'll just eat it with crackers right out of the can. So it doesn't have a pop top though. I didn't really pay attention to that, but it doesn't have a pop top. They also make cans of salmon, and I use their cans of salmon to make salmon patties with. Now picked up, these are great little grape tomatoes. Picked these up fresh from the farm. Produced by FFGP, Horseshoe, North Carolina. These are wonderful, and they have these in Aldi for like $1.79 for these little grape tomatoes. And they're so delicious. They're very sweet and juicy. And my older son and I really like those. My younger son doesn't like tomatoes, which I can't imagine, but he doesn't like tomatoes. And this was a product I thought I would try from Lacura. It's the same little company that did the makeup wipes. Lacura Body Care Everyday Moisture. This is an oatmeal body wash made with natural colloidal oatmeal. So it's kind of like Aveeno products. Paraben and phthalate free, gentle cleansing, dermatologist tested. So it's like the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Body Wash. And it smells pretty good. So I just thought I would give it a try. I was just looking at some of their health and beauty aid products and I saw this. They also have a lotion. They have a lotion like this too, but I just bought the body wash. Just something I thought I would try. I was also running low on cotton swabs, so I picked up a package of Welby cotton swabs. Welby, you can see, has the little hands on it. That is an Aldi brand, and they have their twice as nice down here. It opens in the back. There's perforation right here, and you can just punch it in, pull it back, and close it up. Just little cotton swabs. To me, I can't tell a difference between these and the brand name cotton swabs. They're really just the same. They have flexible paper sticks, 100% cotton tips. And I made this mistake of buying some other store brand cotton swabs, and they're awful. Fortunately, I've almost used them all up. So I can not... Don't you hate it when you buy something like that and you think it's going to be fine and it's terrible? Now, I will just power through. Some people will just throw it away. I will use it up. I just hate it the entire time. And I'm sad. This is heavy. I was also running low on trash bags for the kitchen. I love these trash bags from Boulder. I've been using them for years. They have different types. They have the drawstring bags. They have, this is what we have, the ones just with the 4 flaps that you just tie together. I don't bother with the drawstring. These are fine and they're less expensive. They have a Flex Extra Strong Odor Control Fresh, and then they have that with the lavender scent. Large trash bags just like made like these, or you could get the large trash bags with drawstrings. And I have used the ones with drawstrings just for like cleaning up and packing away big things. But these are wonderful. We've been using these for ages. The top here is perforated. You just pull this off and it becomes a little dispenser. And the trash bags are in there just in a giant roll, and you just pull it out. It says here that these are comparable to Glad Tall Kitchen Quick Tie bags. I have never had a problem with these bags ripping or tearing, or I've never have a problem with these bags. You know, a lot of store brand bags are kind of thin and they don't hold up. These are great, and we've been using these for quite a while, and they are wonderful. But I was starting to run low, so I thought I better grab another box. And saltine crackers. Now this is another instance of Savorites brand products here. These are just regular saltine crackers, like, you know, premium crackers or Zesta crackers or whatever. These are $1.25 at my store for this box. It's 1 pound. You get 4 sleeves of crackers in here, and they're good. They're really good. My younger son likes to just eat these like a snack, so I'm constantly buying crackers. Oh, and this is an item that was gone for quite a while, but they're back. Toaster tarts. Toaster tarts. I am not a big fan of toaster pastries myself. My kids like them. These are from Millville, which you're going to see on a lot of cereal products and breakfast products from Aldi. And they're less than half the price of Pop-Tarts. And my kids say they taste the same. They can't really tell a difference. I mean, they're just the same. They are less than half the cost of Pop-Tarts. Toaster tarts. Now in here you're going to get 12 of these frosted strawberry pastries. There are going to be 6 silver individually wrapped packets in here. Each packet contains 2 toaster tarts. They don't have any certified synthetic color, so it's practically a salad at that point. So healthy. Yes, so we have the strawberry toaster tarts. I bought extra because of the beach strip. We have frosted brown sugar and cinnamon toaster tarts right here. I think these are all about 22 ounces. Yeah, I think they're all 22 ounces per box. And at my Aldi, the price fluctuates. I think today they were $1.49 for a box of these. And Pop-Tarts in our grocery stores are up to a box this size of Pop-Tarts is about $5 now. So, yeah, it's less than half the price of Pop-Tarts. And I know they're not super healthy, but I buy them anyway, and I'm going to buy more when we eat these up. Frosted brown sugar and cinnamon. Now, if I had to eat a toaster pastry, I would have one of these, the chocolate ones, but I would have to toast it. My kids just eat them like they are. They don't do anything to them. They just open the package and eat them. I would toast these. These actually are pretty good. They have that fudgy filling in them. And these, again, you're going to get a total of 12 in here, in 6 individually wrapped little packets. And they probably will not last until we go to the beach. I'll have to buy more. But that's okay. That's all right. And also for my dad's dog. This actually looks a little bit like my dad's dog, except her hair is longer. Heart to tail. We have little doggy biscuits here. Small variety. Beef, chicken, turkey, bacon, and sausage flavors. Crunchy texture helps promote clean teeth and fresh breath. So little doggy biscuits for Rosie. She's such a sweet little dog. I like her. She's gonna get bigger though. She's only 6 months old, but I think she's gonna grow quite a bit. And finally, when I was on the Isle of Shame, I saw some interesting things. And I looked at this. This is a royal plush throw from Huntington Home. I looked at it and I walked on. I thought, no, you don't need that. I like to keep throws on the couch downstairs. And lately I've been rewatching stuff on Amazon, so I'm downstairs sometimes in the evenings, and I like to cover up with a little blanket or something because I get chilly. But I went back and I grabbed it. I said, this is so pretty and yellow. I love the happy color, and I do have a big throw on the couch now from Buc-ee's that I bought when we went to Buc-ee's. Was it earlier this year? And so this will go downstairs with my happy Buc-ee's blanket. So this was $7.99 for this throw, and it's solid yellow, 50 inches by 70 inches. It is super soft and machine washable. And it has this little carry thingy. I might hang on to that and see if it will wrap around my exercise mat. That'd actually be kind of neat. But this is the last thing I had to show you today. It's incredibly soft. I love it, and I love the color. It's just so cheerful. But that is everything I had to show you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed getting to see all this fun stuff today. You never know what you're going to find there, so it's always a little bit of an adventure to go look around. And thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again really soon.